Hi everyone. Hi, thank you for being here. I hope that you can hear me. I hope the mic is working. So we'll see. I'm just gonna wait until people show up. I'm a bit in advance, but I'm excited. I'm excited to do this because I haven't been in the game for a while, and that seems like a good first entry. If you ever did any of my rituals with me, any of my meditations, any of my work, I usually guide things and I'm not really doing it with you because I'm holding the space for people. And this time I'm actually going to meditate. And if you want to meditate with me, then you do that. And that's going to be, it's inspired on all those people who do study with me, plan with me, draw with me, a lot of the, being together with people instead of being on your own. I want to do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna give it a bit more time, but can you hear me? I can see some people are here watching this video, so if you can, a thumbs up. No, I wouldn't be able to see a thumbs up, but like a comment, something like that. And I'm gonna start by lighting a candle. Stupid joke, I was like not Kendall Jenner. All right, so we've got a bit of sound. All right, crackling candle, that was not expected. Then I have some incense. Beautiful blend with sweetgrass and Palo Santo. Absolutely love this. So I'm gonna set it up behind me just so that we have the smoke going on. That's good. That really appeases the nervous system when you start focusing on just one sense. I also want to say that I will not be giving energy healing. I'll just be doing my own thing, and then you're with me and probably feeling that grid, that energy with me. But I'm not going to be sending energy, so I'm not asking for consent as I usually do because I'm just not doing it. I'm not sending it. So you don't need to give the consent. All right, I've got the smoke that's going to rise behind me. And the theme of this meditation is going to be, given by the cards. I want to give a little bit of background. We're entering eclipse season. So we're going to have eclipses as we do every 6 months. And the eclipses are when the full moon and the new moon is near the north node of the moon, which is angles that you have, mathematical angles of the moon. First card that we have right now is spiritual technology, the Vega, starseed origin in the present timeline. So I'm going to read us the text before we meditate. Just want you to take that in. What is spiritual technology? It's all the tools that we have. It's the crystals, it's the candle, it's the incense, it's the mastering of your psychic muscles, the sensitivities, like opening up. We all have psychic gifts. We just need to work it out. We just need to practice. And let's read that text in a minute. And I've got Indigo Gabbro with me. Beautiful. Love this one. It's also called Merlinites, like Merlin. So it's all about those psychic gifts, those tools. Then I'm gonna pick a card from the original Rider-Waite. Yeah, the incense is going strong. Oh, we've got two. Two. Oh, okay. So we've got Nine of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So, you know, staying safe within the boundaries that you set, staying safe also within the comfort zone. It can mean either build those walls, protect yourself, or that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to be focusing on our bubble, and maybe it can open or extend. But yeah, we'll see. It will depend on you, what you'll feel like. But for me, Nine of Wands, it's really like not going over, not doing what I've been doing sometimes, where I'm like so excited to share everything with other people that I forget myself, and I'm like overflowing, and that sometimes is good for the others but not for the person. So yeah. Then we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new start, a new idea, something that I can plan and create for the long term. So I don't know if you've been planning things, if the eclipses are rocking specific houses within your astrology, where this will be resonant with you. I hope so. We'll see. I mean, you'll see. And yeah, for me, I love those cards being here. I'm very excited because I love this new way of doing that I'm going to create, right? I'm really directed and oriented towards doing things the way I used to do them because it's easy, right? I know what to expect. I know how to host a space online and do this thing. But I feel cold and I actually want to just meditate. So that's what we're doing. And yeah, it's a new start. It's a new thing. It's also opening up more of myself, being more of me instead of the host, which is cool. And the Nine of Wands, I mean, the Nine of Wands, I love this energy. Eclipses are coming, and for me, it's going to be in my 4th house and 10th house. So, public life and then enclosed private space. So, there needs to be that kind of convergence of themes where the public doesn't have to be so public and then the closed space doesn't have to be so closed. You know, we're still in lockdown here, we're still having curfew, so those themes. And then I'm gonna read the text for this before we just settle down and meditate. All right, thank you for being here. And yeah, I've got to say it, like, help me well with the algorithm. Please like this video, please subscribe if you would like to attend more and consult the previous work I've done. That would be great. And tell me in the comments how you feel, or what's the theme, or those cards, are they working with you? Let me know. Do you meditate every day or every week? We'll see. So Vega, spiritual technology, present. The ancient Vegan mystics became quite adept at creating spiritual technology. This refers to using tools such as crystals, wands, geometry, and so on, to enhance spiritual experiences or perform a function, such as cleaning the energy in a home or healing a person. Originally, those tools were meant to be an enhancement of spiritual practices, but over time the vegans became dependent on them and forgot that power was not in the objects. This was a profound lesson for them. Examine how you use spiritual tools now. Do you depend on them more than your own inner power? And then there's a commentary. I'm going to read it. In the middle development era of the Vega civilizations, a branch of spiritual science began to focus on spiritual technology. What is spiritual technology? It is technology that assists spiritual development. It can range from external tools such as crystals, wands, frequency generators, healing tools, and more. It can also include meditation techniques that have elaborate processes or steps that seem as if they provide a shortcut to a desired goal, but can often instead lead the practitioner along a path of distraction. All tools are neutral and can be used in a balanced way, an addictive way, or a way that controls others. This era in the Vega civilization was a challenging one, and it connects to the era on Earth in present day, where many are looking for spiritual shortcuts instead of doing the real, deep inner work necessary for spiritual transcendence. If this card appears in your reading, it could mean different things, depending on the surrounding cards, your life, circumstance, and past karma. Perhaps it may imply that you are becoming too addicted to spiritual technology and need to look at your inner self as a source of evolution. Or perhaps the opposite is true. Perhaps you can benefit by investigating spiritual technology in a balanced way. It could also be pointing to past lives in Vega or Atlantis, in which you dealt with the misuse of technology. Go within and examine what this card means in the context of the other factors mentioned above. I like it. I hope it resonates. Feel free to leave a comment. So that's what we're doing, right? We're going back to basics. There's no Reiki, there's no frequency, there's no light language. I don't think there'll be much guided words. I think it's just going to be meditation and silence together. And when I'll be done, I'll start speaking some words, and I hope that we can have a conversation here in the chat together, and you can log off whenever you want. And that's it. So let's start. Let's meditate. We have the candle, we have the light, we have the cards, we have the incense. So I'm going to start by focusing on the smell. Just closing my eyes, having that pure silence, and focusing on the smoke. And I hope that you can do that too. Let's go. Thank you for being here. And I'm gonna bring us back to the moment. We did 10 minutes, which is really good. It's a beginning, it's something. It's always easy to do 10 minutes. And I'm sure you had resistance. Maybe sometimes the need to go away, to close that video, to just evade. And if you're still here and you pushed through, that's great. You know, sometimes the mind doesn't want to be seen, doesn't want to have that silence. There's a lot of resistance that comes through, and it's because it's uncomfortable. It's just uncomfortable. And then you push through, and then you see all those openings, and it changes, it shifts a little bit. That's really what I felt here as well. I'm happy we did it. Happy I did it too. And if you'd like to share anything in the chat right now, I'm here. I'm live, so I'm going to see it. I'm going to respond it. If you have something that you wanted to be witnessed and seen and held by someone, by us, and also if you have a question, maybe you might have a question you want to relate with us, with me, I'm here for it. So I'm going to stay a few more minutes. Thank you. Thank you so much. We did that. We did that. We did that. And I'll see you next week. And maybe in days in between, I don't know, I just want to follow the flow. So maybe I won't announce it. I'll just show up and be here. What I want to do is that I just, you know, I want to be here for all the people who have this resistance to us meditating. And it's not easy to do it. It's not easy to actually sit down and do it. When we're in it for the first minute, it feels good. But the actual just closing your eyes and breathing, it's sometimes always like the huge resistance. So I'll be here, and if that's a motivation for you to set up a time and know that 7 p.m. Paris time on Thursdays is meditations, well then that's it. And invite your friends next time, invite your family, send them the link, and we'll be here together. Yay! So have a good time. Have a good weekend. Today is Ascension Day, so maybe do something a little bit elevating for yourself. Maybe it's a movie, maybe it's good food, maybe it's a prayer, maybe it's a letter to yourself. I'm gonna leave and wish you a great weekend.